I'm the nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to. We've talked about Cinderella on this show before. We've talked about Disney DVD sequels as well. So it only figures we talk about the Cinderella DVD sequel that involves time travel, hypnotism, evil doppelgangers, cat people, and human-eating pumpkin monsters. That's actually pretty fun. With a title like Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time, you have to know you're gonna get something pretty crazy and unconventional. But unlike other Disney DVD sequels, it kinda works to its advantage. I'm not gonna pretend this is a sequel that needs to exist or structurally works on all levels, but it is one of those films you cut a little slack because what it does succeed in is so imaginatively wild, and what it doesn't succeed in still succeeds better than most of the others who tried it, including its previous sequel. So, have I gone insane, or is there some really legit, enjoyable, and creative ideas behind what should have been Disney's most embarrassing DVD sequel? Which is saying quite a bit. Well, let's go back in time to 2007 to find out. This is the weirdest but arguably coolest Cinderella sequel, Cinderella 3: A Twist in Time.
This perfectly perfect day, there is magic in the air.
Okay, sit down, come on, don't be like that, come on, you act like a grown man watching fairy tales is weird. Okay, so admittedly, the film does start off kinda lame, giving you the intro you'd think a generic Disney DVD sequel would give you. Cinderella, voiced by Jennifer Hale, in a bouncy song with a pretty dress and cute animals singing along. Even the fairy godmother's spells don't seem to have a curfew anymore. Aside from the animation looking really sharp, if you're like me, you'd probably turn this off pretty fast. Things turn around though when Cinderella's stepsister Anastasia, played by Tress MacNeille, stumbles across the fairy godmother's magic wand. Well, not stumbles across, the godmother literally throws it to her. Isn't that like a cop losing his gun? I feel like she'd be more cautious over such a dangerous weapon.
Our troubles are over!
Anastasia takes the wand to her stepmother, Lady Tremaine, played by Suzanne Blakesley, and her sister Drusilla, played by Russie Taylor.
A stick.
Ooh, let's beat her with it.
Not gonna lie, that version of the film would also be very entertaining. They quickly figure out the power it possesses when it accidentally turns Lucifer into the reason I don't do shrooms anymore. And the godmother tries to get it back, but she's accidentally turned into a statue. It's from this point on the film pretty much belongs to the villains. Like the original, the filmmakers know the importance of a good villain. Lady Tremaine is one of the great Disney villains, and this film takes total advantage of the fact that they have her in this. It's like they said, take the evil from this one smile and utilize it in every single shot. Anytime she's on screen, you can feel the animators fighting over who draws her. She looks so fucking badass in every moment. Though I will admit, even her heightened wickedness can't make this sound cool.
I call upon all the forces of the universe. Bippity boppity boo!
Some words are just so Disney, even a Disney villain can't toughen them up. She turns back time, and honestly, all they have to do is show a clock going backwards. But no, we have to emphasize to all the little kids, happily ever after horribly never happened. The imagery here is great, with everything being taken away from our heroes and being brought back to the moment when the glass slipper arrived at their home. It's almost like they can feel their happy lives being ripped from them right before they forget it even happens. What a twisted idea.
Get ready, this is your second chance.
With take two this time, Anastasia tries once more to have the slipper fit her foot. Why do I feel like next to Ka and Tinkerbell's butt, that's a highly searched image? Tremaine uses the wand to make the shoe fit, and okay, maybe two images from this movie are highly searched. Like before, Cinderella escapes from the attic, but it's too late. The prince's new bride has been found.
Whatever you think happened last night was a dream.
Yeah, remember that lame opening few minutes? Most of the film is this. And just to be clear, a magic spell doesn't put everything back to the way it was later. This is officially canon. For all intents and purposes, this movie is how Disney Cinderella now ends. It retcons a lot, but knowing that a Disney fairy tale goes this mean against the proven formula, I'm sorry, I gotta admire the balls this movie has.
Oh, and clean up that broken glass.
You know, we never do see her and Frollo in the same room. They really let the pain sit with you too. I especially like this shot where you don't even see Cinderella's face. You don't need to. The heartbreak of the moment is already felt so strongly. It's like that minute of her crying after her dress was destroyed stretched out to an hour 15 movie.
I found more than just a storybook romance.
She sings another uplifting song about going after her dream, but even that has kind of a cryptic subtext. She's trying to convince herself that she's not crazy, that there was a fairy godmother and she danced with a prince.
Was it nothing more than a dream?
When you think about it, it's the feel-good, thank God I'm not a fucking loon song. So even when it seems like light Disney, there's still a bit of a dark edge to it. She realizes she can convince the prince that it was her at the ball that night, so she tries to sneak in through the servants' entrance. And yeah, LeFou is the first gay Disney character, my ass. Oh, movie, don't act like you didn't have a pro-gay vibe from the beginning. Meanwhile, the prince, get this, has more than 3 lines.
Well, she was the one. You think there's only one woman in the whole kingdom who wears a size 4.5?
I actually remember the king pushing the whole shoe thing originally.
You'll try this on every maid in my kingdom. This slipper may fit any number of girls. That's his problem.
Maybe the time-changing wand didn't like that part, I don't know. Anastasia is brought to the prince, but he clearly doesn't remember her.
Am I in the right room? Well, there seems to be, a little mix-up here.
I'm the voice of the Little Mermaid prince? I should really help ruin those sequels. Tremaine uses the wand to convince him that he did fall in love with her, and also that he should marry her right away. Oh no, Lucifer, hide! He's one of the only animals who can't talk. What the hell are you worried about?
Your Highness, hello.
Cinderella does meet up with the prince, but he has no memory of her at all. Again, this is a wonderfully mean moment.
I'm gonna marry her tonight. Once you dance with someone like Anastasia, you don't want to waste any time. It's gone! I'll let you go.
But it was me.
That face you make when you realize the remake of You has you actually like being locked in an attic. Cinderella gives up trying to convince the prince, but the mice let her know that Tremaine is using her wand to hypnotize him. Would that also explain this weird hand thing he's got going on?
Well, just now when I touched her hand, I felt nothing.
Yeah, this is where the movie gets a little dumb again. I like the idea that something convinces him that Anastasia's the wrong woman and Cinderella's the right woman, but he has this theory that when you touch a woman's hand, you immediately know you're in love. If it was like touching her hand broke the spell and brought his memory back, that'd be one thing. But even before the spell is cast, he says you can tell you're in love by just holding her hand.
You said the first time you touched her hand, you just knew.
You know it's love when you touch someone's hand.
And when our hands touched, that's when I knew I'd found true love.
You knew that just by touching her hand?
With all the problems people bring up with the Cinderella story and all the ways they try to update it in this one, this is one of the stranger additions. And as we clearly established before, this series is for foot fetishists, not hand fetishists. I know it's gonna sound weird, but this film is too good for something like this. I don't know, lady, you've tried to kill me 3 times. Whoa, 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 the hand says we're in love! Let me get that axe you were asking for.
Don't ruin this. Go get him, Twinkle Toes.
It's pretty funny that Anastasia just keeps the slipper on throughout the entire film, making her already awkward dance moves even more awkward. The king takes her aside, though, and gives her a surprisingly tender moment. He reveals that his wife was a terrible dancer too, but it's the little things that brought them together. Like a shell they found on the beach the first time they met that he's passing on to her.
Isn't it lovely? We found it while walking by the water the day we met.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
How did the king become the character I'm emotionally invested in the most? The film also surprisingly makes Anastasia a sympathetic character. This is especially clever because this is actually a holdover from the previous god-awful sequel. Anastasia was made a lot nicer and her and Cinderella actually got along. Even the head of the servants is technically from the last film as well. Where a lot of series simply like to write out sequels they don't like, I much more appreciate accepting the challenge of working with previous bad films. But aw snap, shit's getting real!
Clean this up.
Cinderella breaks into her stepmother's room to try and get the wand, and by God, if this isn't a fucking suspenseful scene!
Keep out of the maid's way, girl. Isn't that right?
Bitch behind you!
Cinderella.
You know, the servants here are subpar, and you've always been good at that. You want a job? discovers Cinderella snuck in, but her and the mice grab the wand and run away. You'll find the cat is consistently the scariest thing in this movie. Tremaine sticks the guards on them and she's unable to use the wand before she's caught.
Poor child. Obviously out of her mind.
You'll see she's taken care of?
Personally, Your Highness.
We know just the beating stick to take her out with. She's placed on the first ship leaving the kingdom, but in weirdly the most catchy song in the movie. The mice let the prince know what's going on. He follows remarkably well. And this is why I shouldn't drink hand sanitizer. Well, if you can't trust mice, who can you trust? Thus, he sets off to find Cinderella. Don't worry, he explains it to his dad.
You're about to be married! But the talking mice say she's the wrong girl.
Fucking hand sanitizer!
I forbid you to take another step down these stairs!
Okay.
Okay, zippy animation on the prince is kinda disturbing.
The servant girl. Where is she?
This horse eats balls. He's told about the ship she's on, and he swings in just in time to save her.
Remember me?
No, I was dancing with a boy named Aladdin. See, how does it feel? They touch hands, which equals love. What if she had her gloves on? Would it count then? Leading to him immediately proposing to her. And I hate to admit it, this is a pretty cute joke.
Will you marry me, Cinderella?
Actually, it's Cinderella.
Did you actually me? Wedding's off! So they're reunited, they turn the ship around and plan their grand wedding. All's well that ends 20 minutes left? What the hell could fill 20 minutes left? Oh, the craziest shit in the movie! Yes, there's a second climax that, once again, probably isn't needed, but sweet Jesus, it's some of the best stuff in the film. Lady Tremaine uses the wand to transform Anastasia to look like Cinderella, banishes her inside a dark, gooey pumpkin that lassos a horse with thorny vines, and is driven by a human version of Lucifer who's going to plunge it off a cliff. If a dream is a wish your heart makes, this is a nightmare acid gives you from a dealer pissed off you didn't pay full price.
Lucifer?
Yes, I think I actually am now. Ha 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 ha!
Guys! Hold on!
This is like if Tim Burton tackling Disney properties turned out to be a good thing. I don't think anyone could predict a second DVD sequel to Cinderella would have anything like this, but man is it wild. Even Lucifer's laugh is enjoyably psychotic. How did they combine the Disney Headless Horseman laugh with the walk-in Headless Horseman laugh in one voice?
Bad kitty.
Cinderella escapes in time and makes it back to the palace to stop the wedding. I'll admit, it's pretty cool that in these climaxes we get one of the prince saving her and one of her saving the prince. Like they really do help each other out back and forth. Though let's be honest, it really is the mice doing all the work. I can't wait for their tell-all story. Halt! You will not interrupt your wedding. Wait.
I don't.
Anastasia finds she can't go through with it and confesses to everything. Tremaine tries to force a third climax, but that literally backfires and the film finally starts to wrap up, with Anastasia changing back and even the fairy godmother being restored back to normal. The king is like, I'm done. I'm gonna talk to Dishware so I can be put in an insane asylum.
I do.
They're finally married, Anastasia's presumably given life, but not beheaded. And a lovely screensaver of the castle plays us out. And that was Cinderella 3. I can't act like it's warranted, but it sure is entertaining. Yes, it technically messes with the original, and yes, there's some big elements that straight up don't work. But what does work is so creative, dark, twisted, yet often still charming. The animation looks great, which compared to other DVD sequels is refreshing. The villains, who are often the best part of a Disney film, are given a ton of screen time. And I legit wanted to know what was gonna happen by the end. Is it crazy? Yeah. Does it feel like it was made as a cash grab? You can never escape that. But for a film that should have been dead in the water, this team really worked hard to come up with something that was original, likable, and very imaginative. I can't act like this is one of the great sequels, but I can say that it far exceeded most people's expectations. For a film that should have been as soulless as an empty shoe, there was surprisingly quite a bit that filled it out. I'm a nostalgia critic guy, remember? So you don't have to.
Bad kitty.